Welcome to my first ever podcast. I'm on my own today. I haven't got anyone with me today to kind of discuss. So if there's anything you disagree or agree with or have other ideas, just put your comments in below. That's if I leave the comments open. I'm not 100% sure if it's worth doing that or not. The first subject today is basically going to be COVID. As you know, it is affecting everybody in the world. Affecting me. I'm currently working from home. We all have responsibilities such as kids. So the kids, depending on if the schools are open, and me living in England, in the UK, we have different rules for Wales, different rules for Scotland. So it can get very, very frustrating, which you just don't understand what you can and can't do. Majority of it is wearing masks, don't be in large groups and things like that. However, I think it's from today onwards, which is I think 24th of Jan. Boris, who's our Prime Minister, has relaxed the rules a little bit. I think it's this week or maybe today. I'm not 100% sure what day. But you can start socialising and everything, and all these different variants that we have of COVID are now going to be basically okay to go out about as normal. However, this is my opinion. I don't feel 100% sure that we should be doing this. If the stats have gone down to say that people aren't going to hospital as much and things like that, that's fine. That doesn't mean we have to stop all the restrictions. It doesn't mean we have to let everybody just join in and jump into a group again, because this is how it's spreading, and this is what I don't understand. The public doesn't understand, and the government as well, because obviously they're the ones who are trying to listen to the people and just trying to make them happy. Really, we are numbers at the end of the day. The government are not bothered if you, me, anyone dies. However, if we die on a bigger scale, yes, it affects the economy. And if it affects the economy, then obviously they don't want to mess us up. So obviously then they'll put restrictions in. But if the economy still builds up and people are dying left, right and centre, they're not bothered. They don't give a shit. So you got to remember, you've got to do it for your own. So I'm not on about people with underlying condition. I'm on about just general people generally on their own. I don't really go out much. I try to stay in where I can, because obviously I can't afford it, and that's the reason why I don't go out. However, even if I could afford it, I don't think I would go out anyway. At the end of the day, you are then contributing to that spreading. I have two kids in secondary school. They come back in and out. They have regular tests. They're around, I'm just guessing, on an average 100 people a day, depending on if they're walking past them, and in classes of 30 and whatever it works out to be. They go home to their parents who might have it and then bring it back in, and that's why they have to keep on doing the testing, which is fine, and I'm quite happy with that. And there has been times where my child has had COVID, and luckily it fell on a time when it was during holidays, so it didn't really affect their work pattern or anything. So all that, the reason I'm discussing this today is everybody's got their own theories, why it happens or how it spread, what it does. This is just my opinion. Also, it's the government's trying to make everybody happy, and obviously for government to do their job, they can't make everyone happy, and that's the thing, and that's what people keep forgetting. I see people on the train, on the tram, on buses and things like that, not wearing masks at all. And then they're complaining that they've got COVID. Now, the restrictions are there for a reason. Now, don't forget, if someone says to you, don't run into the middle of a road, and there's 50 cars coming towards you, of course you're not going to go. You can see it coming towards you. You're not going to stand outside on the road. Now, you imagine that same road and you can only see one car coming towards you. It's still coming towards you. Yes, there's not 50 cars coming towards you, but it still means you've got a good chance of getting hit by a car. And that's how I look at it. That, yes, the masks might not be perfect, and it might not, people don't like wearing them, which is, I totally understand. When I was working, we had to wear it. When we did go back for a little while to work, I had to wear it maybe 8 hours a day, and your ears would start hurting and things like that. So I can totally understand when NHS people have to wear 24/7 all the time. Their faces are all red, they can't breathe. Totally understand that. I'm not saying anything about them ones, because they are doing their best they can. But people who are complaining, people who are moaning constantly all the time about COVID, oh, we shouldn't be restricted, we shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you got to remember, you've got to play a part as well. Now, the kids and people that have been brought up nowadays are being brought up selfishly. It's all about you. You see it on TikTok, you see it on Instagram, you see it on everything. It's all about be yourself, do what you want to do. Don't listen to anyone else, you got to do, which is fine. But then you're going to create a society of selfish people. Now, that's a podcast for another time about social media, because I've got a big, I'm not a really big keen person on social media. I'm on social media myself. However, hopefully I'm using it for the right reasons and the right way. Right, now normally you'd have someone with me discussing it, ums and ahs, and they don't agree with what I'm saying. But obviously I'm on my own at the moment. The kids are at school, so I thought I'd get my first podcast out and just talk about a little bit about COVID, really. So, any ideas, anything you could think of, why you think it started, how it started? From what I heard, it started off in China. And then the first ever case in the Western way, and as it went across, was in Iran. Now that makes you think. Well, hang on a minute. How's that even started? If it was in China, how did someone from Iran or wherever it first started off in, how did it start there? Were they together? Was it an accidental? Did it get exposed by accident and someone let it go? Was it population control in China? Because originally they said it was only affecting the older generation, and then as time's gone on, it's changed and formed into a different thing. Could it be a way of population control for the whole world? Just another way of doing it. If you're a Marvel fan like I am, Thanos had the same theory, which is if I click my fingers, 50% of the world population will cease to exist. It's fair. You could be rich, poor, live in a big area, small area. It won't really favour anybody, and you got a clean cut. And it feels like COVID's a bit like that. Now people can look at that and think, oh, don't be stupid, it's just a movie. It's just the idea. It's the idea I'm on about. And sometimes the silly ideas are usually the right ones, and that's why conspiracy theories and all this kind of people come out with it, because 9 times out of 10 it could be true. You just don't know, do you? And until someone proves it, you're not gonna know. Okay, I've rambled on for quite a bit now. It's nearly 7 minutes in. Like I said, I want to keep these podcasts short. However, if I did have someone with me, I probably would have carried on for another 10-15 minutes. And nothing saying that I can't, and I probably will try again later on and do another one with the kids or with my wife or someone. Okay, take care, and remember, we're all in it together.